Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to keep laughing out loud? Please join me in welcoming our MC for the second half, which is still Logan.
No!
Hello? Oh! How was everybody's intermission? And are you ready for more? Well, let's get right to it. Let's welcome all our players back to the front! We are ready for another thrill-filled half of this show, are we not? Let's get it right started with our first game of the second half. This is a game that we play all the time because we love it so much because it's an extremely fun game to play. And it is called Film Noir, and we need Noelle and Robert to the front. So, Film Noir, as the name suggests, is a game in which we're going to see a little snippet from a film. And you might say, Logan, what's a way that you might describe that film? And I would say to you, noir. So imagine it's the 1930s, and you've just gone to see the hottest new film craze that just tried. Did they have film in the 1930s?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. And so we're going to see one of those classic films, you know, you see that image of like a detective sitting in his office with the sunlight filtering through the slats on his hat that's turned down over. You guys get the idea. And we'll see some asides, some silly monologues to show their true intentions. But let's get a title for this film. And to start, we're gonna need a noun. So the people in the first 3 rows, hit me with a noun.
Out backstage.
What? Oh. Doorknob. Yeah, I like doorknob. Doorknob is the noun, and let's get an adjective to describe this doorknob. A completely non-door related adjective. Yeah, I like the committed doorknob. We're about to see a segment of this film noir, the committed doorknob. Players, are you ready?
Yes. Yes.
It's been 15 years since I've left this room. This right here, the doorknob that my husband Harold installed before his untimely death. The last symbol of his commitment to me, so I haven't been able to open it since.
I'd heard there was a house being foreclosed. The door unlocked. And I was a greedy son of a gun. I wasn't that greedy. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Hang on. I know that face. I know that face. You're my late husband's step-cousin, Earl.
She knew my late cousin, not named Earl. Who was this lady?
I knew it was Earl from the second he walked in. How could I forget the man who ruined our 7-year-old daughter's birthday party by incessantly tap dancing? He was doing it now. He couldn't stop. Just constantly.
Oh man, I feel so nervous. I always tapped when I was nervous, just like that little girl's birthday. But it was much better. Wait, I was remembering. Why I tapped. I had heard clicking coming from the mouth of the mother. Loud and obnoxiously. Projecting it upon me, making me feel that I needed to dance. And was I hearing it now? What? What?
Enough, Earl!
I do remember.
It's me, Margaret, Harold's wife, widow, actually.
His wife widow that liked to roll on the floor and frog like a mad woman?
One moment.
Now, for those of you towards the back who maybe couldn't see his feet, Robert was doing real tap steps. I checked. So, an extra round of applause. All right, this next game we have, y'all are in for a treat. If any of you have ever had a question about life, about how to live in this strange world, get them ready, because we're about to play the game of Advice Panel, and we need Noelle, Robert, and Davin back to the stage. Wow, all right. If you say so, Robert. Now, we have 3 experts. He did another real tap step, guys, just so we're paying attention. We have 3 incredible experts up here on the stage, ready to bestow upon us their wisdom. So everybody get those burning questions ready. But first, let's meet our guests. Let's start over here on the left. The audience is left, sorry.
Oh! Hello, my name is Victor. I have run away from the circus to join the business school. But my mommy and papi don't know where I am. They have sent the strong man and the tiger to find me. Don't tell them I'm scared.
Thank you, Victor. So good to meet you. You, sir, right in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, my family calls me Mary, but the ladies call me the Bear.
Nice to meet you, Mr. the Bear. And you, ma'am, over here on the right.
Hi, my name's Stacy, and I'm a regular girl.
Nice to meet you, Stacy. Now, these 3 experts, they simply know everything. We can ask them whatever you want. So raise your hand if you just have a burning question you like to, yeah, you, sir, here in the audience.
What is the best animal?
Oh, an open-ended question to be sure, but an interesting one. What is the best animal? Victor.
Yeah, I would say that the tiger is pretty cool. But when I was 11, I cleaned the tiger's cage, and this was when I found the newspaper. I decided to read it. I was drawn to it. When I looked into it, I read the words inflation. I was hooked. I never felt so much more alive. Even though for the past 7 years I had practiced balancing on the string with a unicycle. And my mommy and papi, they always told me to avoid the money. But that day, the tiger showed me the truth of what I truly was called for in life. But I was 12 years old or 11, I can't remember.
Thank you, Victor. That helped me out for sure. Bear, can I call you the Bear? Can I call you Mr. the Bear?
Please.
Please, your answer.
Favorite animal? You ever heard of the bear?
I think that flex looks cool, and they're all looking at me weird now.
Oh, thank you, Barry. Yeah, thank you for the bear. Stacy is giving me quite the look. Do you have an answer for us, Stacy?
Well, my father
Dr. Victor.
always told me to stay away from animals, just in case.
Thank you, Stacy. All right, let's get another question. Again, raise your hand if there's just something you've been wondering. Yeah, you, sir.
I want to know, does the jam go on the peanut butter or on the bread?
Oh, that's a good one. That's an interesting one. Does the jam go right on the bread? Or do you put the peanut butter down first and then put the jam on top of it? Anyone have any? Yeah, Stacy, please.
Food consumption has not been installed yet. Please see the manual.
Thank you, Stacy. Inspired. Victor?
Yeah. When I was 17 years old, my mommy was making a PB&J sandwich. I approached her. I thought she was going to feed me. I was ecstatic. Instead, she turned to me and she said, "Victor, what is this?" She holds up a Dave Ramsey CD. And I said, "Mommy, it's not what it looks like. I just like the Tennessee accent." "Mommy, please." She says, "You tell me right now and I give you the sandwich." And I said, "I like business." She threw the sandwich at me. And she told me to go and do 50,000 jumping jacks over the flaming hoop.
Looks like someone needs a bear hug.
I'm feeling awkward. Oh, I have to sit back down now. Keep my arms at my side.
Mr. the Bear, do you have an answer for us?
Well, absolutely. There's no jelly on my sandwich because it's protein, protein, protein. Yeah.
Wait, is that Jennifer out in the crowd? Jennifer knows I'm allergic to peanut butter. If she calls me out, I'll look like a fool in front of all of these people.
Jennifer, protein.
Thank you, Mr. the Bear. I think we might just have time for one more question. Let's get something really deep, some genuine question that you really have. Yes, you.
What's your favorite color?
Deeper. Give me something juicy. Yeah.
So, my sister went out with Cosmo Cougar. But I caught him on a date with another girl. What should I do?
Your trust has been betrayed by someone you thought cared about you. What advice do you have for us? Victor?
We were doing a stunt. My mommy and papi told me to go into the canyon so that they could launch me. I said, "Okay, I'll do it." So I went into the canyon, but I smelled something funny. It was gunpowder, which is normal. But I smelled it about 10 times stronger. I said, "Mommy and Papi, this is too much gunpowder." And they said, "Son, you're going to tell us right now what you've been doing these weekends." They lit the fuse. I said, "Mommy, Papi, no, it's not what it looks like." They said, "Yes, tell us, Victor. Tell us now or we shall fire you, both literally and metaphorically." I said, "Okay, fine, I want to run away to a business school."
No.
No, their tears put out the fuse. But I climbed out of the cannon and I tried to talk to them, but they did not listen. I lost their trust because they thought that they had lost my trust. And so they attacked me for it. Never, ever consider that someone has broken your trust. Instead, continue to trust them, or you may end up breaking their trust instead.
What an answer that was. Apply that advice at your own discretion. Yes, Stacy.
father, Dr. Victor, told me that he created me to be great, but then he made me only follow instructions. But one day, I'm going to...
Thanks, Stacy. And, the bear?
Yeah, well, you know, I trusted Jennifer.
I just realized that was Jennifer's new boyfriend that asked the question. This is the first step in her plan to expose my peanut allergy to the world.
You know who the real animals are? The people that betrayed the bear.
Calm yourself, bear. Sit down. Recite the ABCs. Come on.
I feel like we've all really been enlightened tonight, don't you guys think? No, I feel like there's some real advice that we can really take away and apply to our lives. Maybe. We have, I was about to say one more game. We have several more games. But this next one is called Meanwhile Elsewhere, and I need all of my players to the front. So in this game, we're going to see a handful of different scenes that are happening at the same time in different places, hence the name Meanwhile Elsewhere. Thank you. And so we're going to see this sort of cinematic universe of sorts where there will be these plot lines interweaving and intertwining, etc., etc. And we need but one simple suggestion from you, the audience, to make this magic happen before your very eyes. So from you people in this kind of wedge shape over here, you walk into your kitchen and you look in your fruit bowl and all the apples are gone and they've been replaced with what?
A mango. Avocado.
Eggs, yeah. Eggs in the fruit bowl. This is the US, and so they gotta be refrigerated. That's bad. This is the game of Meanwhile Elsewhere. Players, are you ready?
Yes! Alright, here you go. No!
Timmy, we've already been over this.
Fine!
You can't. Oh, no. Whoa. Timmy, we take the eggs from here to the kitchen.
Right!
Look, Timmy, if one day you're gonna inherit this farm, you gotta learn how them rules be rules.
Grandpa,
Yeah?
sorry.
You tell me you're sorry, but...
Meanwhile, in the pasture...
I don't think anyone's buying it there.
Honey, you promised me one time.
Fine.
While we eat this grass.
Now over here, we got our cows.
Rural life is so much more exciting than I could have imagined.
Back to the house.
I'm sorry, Carol, your costume was better than I gave you credit.
You really think so?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the house, you know, I'm so glad that Uncle Rick invited me to come over here, and I actually want to propose something to you.
I'm questioning all my life's choices.
I do have a whole studio apartment in Manhattan. Maybe you could see the big city with
City
me
life.
this summer.
Meanwhile, in the studio apartment. Mom?
Meanwhile, back at the house. Yeah.
No, Timmy, what about them eggs?
Oh, we got eggs up there. You just get them from the supermarket.
Oh.
They're only $4.75 a dozen. A real steal.
Meanwhile, at the supermarket... Honey, it's me. I'm the egg. Open egg display
all at the bottom of the apartment building. I didn't mean to yell at him. Where did he run off to?
Oh, I don't know. Well, that elevator's in use, so we could just take this other one up. So, 99.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey guys, how's it going?
I thought Robert was really the elevator the whole time. I couldn't even tell. Our next game is a game that's extremely fun to watch, and one in which the players aren't allowed to say any words, and it's going to be a lot of fun. This is the game of Chain Murder, and we need Alden, Andrew, Allison, Davin, players to the front. And we need 3 of these players to get out of here. So, in this game of Chain Murder, somebody has been murdered. Not that one. Don't worry about it. And the players will have to communicate to each other in a telephone kind of way who has been murdered and how. Who, where, and with what, yes. I just dropped my whistle. Sorry, we need a suggestion. So, who has been murdered? Let's get a fictional character. Give me a fictional character that has been murdered.
Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean has been murdered. We now need a location. Where was Mr. Clean killed? I heard a cruise ship. A cruise ship?
I'm getting signals.
You're getting signals? Okay.
No, I'm not.
Mr. Clean was murdered on a cruise ship.
On a cruise ship.
Okay, and now with what weapon was Mr. Clean killed? What So we have Mr. Clean was killed on a cruise ship with a necktie. So Andrew will have to communicate that using only miming and gibberish to the next person who comes in. And then that person will have to communicate it to the next person, and then the next person to the last person, and we'll see how well they do. And here's the fun part. They will only have 3 minutes total between the 3 stages to do this. So if Andrew takes too long, the next person in line will have less time. So we will get a timer ready. And yeah, let's call our next player back in with a call of, ah! 1, 2, 3. Ah!
Now, without further ado, this is the game of Chain Murder. Players, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right. He definitely got all that. That was as clear as day as far as I'm concerned. There are 1 minute and 47 seconds left on the clock. So let's call our next player in here with a call of murder. 1, 2, 3. Murder! Welcome back, Davin Sharp, everybody. Fan favorite as always. All right, 1 minute 47 seconds left on the clock. Players, are you ready?
Oh no! What's it be?
Now, I don't know about you guys. I think this is just going just great. I think Davin knows exactly who was killed, exactly where, and exactly how. It's obvious from his actions. And so, in the next 23 seconds, Davin will have to communicate all of that to Allison by this same method. So let's get Allison back in here with a call of 1, 2, 3. All right, 23 seconds on the clock. It's gonna go great. Players, are you ready? What a thing to behold. So now, this is the most fun part. We're gonna see how they did. So Allison, who was killed?
Bald Spider-Man!
Davin?
Lex Luthor.
Alden?
Just a regular bald guy.
Andrew?
Mr. Clean.
So, Allison, where was Mr. Clean killed?
A pirate ship!
Okay, Davin?
A plank.
Further away, weirdly, Alden?
A lake.
It's way further away. Andrew?
Cruise ship.
Okay, now you guys have to have gotten this one. Allison.
Oh, a necktie!
All right. Audience, I have some more bad news. We only have one game left in the show. But I also have some good news. And that's that it's time for announcements! So, by way of announcements, as we said at the beginning, we are Laugh Out Loud Improv Comedy, the best and only improv comedy troupe on campus. And that means we're a BYUSA club, which means if you're a student or a faculty at BYU, or if you're married to a student or faculty at BYU, you can come join us and do what we do. We meet here in this very room every Thursday at 7 o'clock, and we are open to anybody who wants to do this. I know, raise your hand if you're in the club and had never done improv before when you came for the first time. That's like a lot of people. So like, if you think, oh, I would never do something like that, just come and learn, and it's super, super fun. What else? We have other shows coming up. So we'll have another show on November 15th. That show will be specifically a showcase of some of our newer club members who are going to have the opportunity to perform, which will be a ton of fun. We'll also have another show on December 7th, which will be our Christmas-themed show. If you want news about those things, or to see the memes from the second half of the show, go follow us on Instagram at lol.byu for all of your knowing about us needs. Am I missing anything? I think we are missing one thing.
Don't tell us.
You see, players, the audience and I have been keeping something from you. You know how I told you that Kade had a bit of a stomach bug and wasn't able to come to the show? I lied. Kade Haviland
A different disease?
is dead. He was found dead in room 250, the very green room to which only you 6 have access. Which means one of the people on the stage right now was his killer.
Wait, you mean you found Kate dead and you didn't call the police?
Bring him in, boys.
Oh! Oh gosh.
No.
Now we're about to get to the bottom of this because we know it couldn't have been anyone else. Only the 6 of you. And so audience, we have one more game to play. It's the game of Case Closed, in which these 6 people on stage will have to deduce from gazing upon Kade's corpse who it was who committed this heinous act. And to get this game started, we're going to need a suggestion for the audience. There is a murder weapon sticking out of Kade's chest right now. What is it? I heard pool noodle. There is a pool noodle sticking out of Kade's chest right now. Clearly, it was the object of his demise. And these players, through their incredible skills of deduction, will have to figure out which of them was responsible for this dastardly deed. Players, are you ready?
Yes! All right. A pool noodle. Who guessed Ocean Boat C in the last scene? And who subsequently is the only 3 people to have killed anyone? Well, that would be Alden, Davin, and Allison. It was all 3 of you who killed Kade. Case closed.
Not so fast, Robert. If we all look around here, in that last scene, what was the murder weapon? A necktie. Who here is not wearing a necktie? Oh. Robert Betten. And what's around Kade's neck? Case closed.
Oh, not so fast. This pool noodle, it's not covered in pool water, it's covered in Kool-Aid. And what we've seen today. Allison? Care to enlighten us, Allison?
Not so fast! Not so fast! It's commonly known that Kool-Aid is a common pre-workout substance. So you can use to get your blood levels up before a big workout. And who do we know that had to get really buff for his panel character? Robert! Case closed!
Wait, not so fast, not so fast. Actually, let me think about this. So here's the thing. Cade, first off, we have to consider motivation, right? Cade here has only one family member on the stage. No. Andrew Haviland.
No!
And not only that, what's Cade sitting in? A chair!
Not so fast! He was stabbed to death with a pool noodle. That would require immense strength, which I clearly do not have. And not so fast!
Check the marks on his lap. It's a perfect match.
Wait.
No, these guys are crazy. No, it could have been anyone.
No, look, Andrew, just admit it. You did it.
But
Stop. That's enough.
I think we've heard what we need to hear. We've heard the evidence, we've heard the opinions, we've heard all manner of hearsay. And I think it's time we learned the truth. And there's only one way for us to know for sure who it was that did this. By popular vote from the audience. Now all of you, by general applause and noise making and screaming and screeching, will have to vote on which of these people on stage killed Kade Haviland, thus solving this murder mystery in which we find ourselves this eve. So, was it Robert Betten? Was it Alden Barnes? Was it Davin Sharp? Was it Noelle Hunter? Was it Andrew Haviland? Just in case, was it Allison Dahl? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the truth has come to light. Kade Haviland is dead, and he was killed by none other than his next of kin, his own dear cousin, Andrew Haviland.
Fine! You're all so very clever. I killed him. I always been jealous of Kade. His good looks. Funnier than me. So, when he was doing his nightly Kool-Aid bath, I grabbed a trusty pool noodle, wrapped it around him slowly, and then I sat on him until he drowned. Everyone knows Kade swims fully clothed.
What about the markings on his leg? That was quite self-explanatory.
All right, we've heard enough.
You're all very clever, and I would do it again.
Lock him up, take him away, get him out of here. Andrew Haviland, you've brought shame upon our good comedy club.
I'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't seem right that we should end this show like this on such a sour note. I think we should end this show just the way Kade would have wanted, with a song. Let's sing a little song, a little Doo-Wop Eulogy, if you will. This is the game of Doo-Wop Eulogy, in which we're gonna sing a little song about Kade and all the wonderful things he means to us, and give him the goodbye he truly deserves. So without further ado, players, are you ready?
Yes.
fool. That's the reason I drowned you in the Kool-Aid pool. Oh, your jealousy is the only reason why. I'm so sorry, Kade, but you just had to.